Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Um, Come on, get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, and a little bit of me this morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Um, I hope that everybody started their week off blessed, um, and that you guys are um, taking care of yourself. First off, if you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And so, my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful. So, the universe will open up and pour out more blessings and you have room enough to receive. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss K. Good morning, Miss Wanda. Good morning, beautiful ladies. How are you? So, um, nonetheless, um, so I'm probably talking to the older ladies here. So I am starting, and maybe you guys can give me a little insight or whatever the case may be, because I think I've got some menopause stuff going on here, you guys. Yep, I felt somebody laugh, but it's cool. I think I got some menopause stuff going on, like, because I sweat at the drop of a hat. Like it come on, like I'm probably gonna be sitting here and it'll sweat and then I'll stop and then it'll go. I don't know, but this is it's real weird. I've noticed it over the last maybe week or so. Like so, the night sweats are bad and stuff like that. So my hair is never really done because it's always wet. So yeah, I sweat at night in my hair, and that wasn't a thing. And I sweat. I could go downstairs, come back up, I'm sweating. I can go upstairs, come back down, I'm sweating. So, and then I'm cold. I take the robe off, and I'm cold. So I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. And so I am starting to research and do some because I want some regular herbs or whatever. And so I'm going to have to incorporate some regular herbs into my diet or something because, yeah, these sweats got me going, you guys. Y'all just don't know. So I got this on so I can make sure just in case I bust out in the sweat, y'all be like, what in the hell going on? Because I'm not sick. Hey, let's talk about it then. Good morning, Ms. Dow. Good morning, beautiful. It says terrific turnaround. Talk to Jesus Tuesday. Throw in Taco Tuesday too. Yeah, throw in Taco Tuesday too. Okay. She said you'll be fine. I hope I will. I hope Miss K, because I swear I didn't notice it until like it became real prominent yesterday. Like I was really like, okay, something ain't right. Cause we just starting to turn the heat on. And so some people ain't turning the heat on, but my heat on because I ain't gonna be cold. But nonetheless, I yeah, I went downstairs. It's cool in the house. Like, why in the world am I sweating? And then I do something else and bust out in the sweat. And it's like that cold sweat, but you ain't really cold. It's weird. But nonetheless, thanks for the confirmation, Miss K, that everything is in divine order and it'll be fine. And I'm going to work through the process. Because, yep, I got some old. Yeah, I don't even have that issue anymore. That's why I know that this is probably um, menopause or whatever the case may be. Good morning, cousin Nikki. They said, Miss Wanda, I know you didn't want to hear this, but sometimes you got to, and people get mad at me every time I say this, but sometimes you got to just step out the comfort zone. So sometimes our bed suck our energy, Miss Wanda. Sometimes the house suck our energy because we need fresh air, stuff like that. And so if those are some of the things that you're encountering right now, because I can't even really understand why your energy will be low like that. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to talk about your business on Facebook or YouTube, but nonetheless, I'm accepting them. Agape Love and Ms. Wanda, I'll talk to you about that later. Yeah, I don't have the menstrual cycle skips or whatever because I had a whole surgery or whatever. And so Yeah, the house and the bed, because you know what? It's starting to get cool outside. And so even with this house right here, and I'm gonna talk about myself. So oh, look at there. Okay. See, Miss Wanda, sometimes you ask, okay, that makes sense. And I stopped eating a lot of red meat too. So that makes sense too. Because my grandmother used to say meat make you lazy. And I'm accepting those agape love. So the minstrel thing, and I'm just babbling. I'm reading and all over the place. But yeah, that's not an issue. I remember I told you guys I had a surgery, but they forewarned me that I may go into menopause early or whatever the case may be. But I'd rather be having this problem of sweating, because I can always pick up a towel, I'll take off my clothes. I don't care. But the problem that I was having, I can't do that. Yeah, I know, cause it seemed like that, but yeah, it's that, and it's the menopause thing. I promise you. I promise you. It's yeah, I promise you, cause the my body even trying to adjust. It's different. I ain't never sweated like this, but I'm gonna take that anyways. I'm gonna take it because it's probably a little bit of that and me adjusting inside, and so I'm gonna take that. You guys, I have your affirmation for this morning. It says, I know that the past is over, so it has no power over me. The thoughts of this moment are creating my future. I'm taking that. Awesome October. Look at Miss K again. She is reminding us, it says, I know that the past is over, so it has no power over me. The the thoughts of this moment are creating my future, and they are, because we ain't got no control over what we did. I keep my mind focused on doing laundry and other things, and my mind was at peace. I'm grateful for the moment. I am grateful for the moment as well. The awesome October. Look at her. That's funny because I did the exact same thing yesterday, Miss K. I just was talking about running up and down the stairs. Yeah. Oh, look at Miss Nikki. There she go. She talking. Yep. Mm. Okay. See, I told y'all I ain't the only one that have these gifts. And when you feel moved to talk to somebody or tell them, hey, look at there, they're having a whole conversation over there. That's fine. You guys continue to talk. That's not I'm not bothered by that. I was just reading. Thank you so very much, Nikki, for addressing the question that she had. So go ahead, do your thing. Nonetheless, like I said, we don't have any power over anything that happened in the past, over anything that we've done. You know what I'm saying? So our thoughts create what we have right here and what we're trying to move forward. I can't do nothing about yesterday. I can't change nothing that happened yesterday, because guess what? If I could, I'd change a whole lot of stuff. But I can't. And so I try to keep my thoughts focused and positive and in a peaceful place. So guess what? I can mold the moments from this moment forward. So I'm accepting that I know that the past is over, so it don't have power over me. What I did yesterday, what I did last week, what I did last month, whatever I did, I can't change none of that. I can't even change the decision I made 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago to do X, Y, Z. I can't do nothing about that. But guess what? I can move forward today and know that I'm going to be better today. Because guess what? I opened up these two wonderful things on my face. So everything is in divine order. Yep. And look at Miss Wanda. Everything is fine, Miss Wanda. And sometimes depression is real. And we don't even realize that we be depressed until somebody else say something about it. And so my question now, Miss Wanda, when you realize that you have a depression or is depression or some things are depressing you, then what is depressing? What is suppressing, oppressing, depressing you? What is stopping you from being happy? Let's deal with that. Because when you figure out what's stopping you from being happy, Miss Wanda, guess what? then you'll know what to deal with. You'll know what to focus on so that you can get your energy level back up. And laying down and thinking that it's going to fix itself, sometimes it don't work like that. Sometimes we put ourselves in a state of depression because we start thinking about stuff so damn hard that guess what? You can't change it no way. I'm just saying. Okay. So the move back home is depressing you? I hope that's not the case, because if the move back home is depressing you, I promise you, you probably shouldn't be doing that then, because that shouldn't be a depressing state. Me trying to move is not depressing me. So it's funny, as I'm talking to you, Miss Wanda, as I'm talking to you, because I definitely was addressing Miss Wanda as I'm shuffling the cards. We get this card. It says relationship. And don't look at the card as relationship, partnership, manship, it's not that. But I'm going to read what it says. It says, I call into the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. So that means friendships, any kind of ships, any kind of relationship that you're trying to bond or whatever the case may be. It says, may it now fully belong to the divine. You have no control over how people act. That's funny because even with me, with my mom, with my children, I have no control. Oh, poor baby. I have no control over relationships. I I would hope that they love me the same way that I love them, or more, or equal, or whatever, just like you guys. I would hope that our relationships are strong and our bonds are great. But I don't know what you're thinking, and you don't know what I'm thinking. They said, let it unfold in a perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. That was your part right there, Miss Wanda. I needn't fear letting go of control. That's the whole problem. You over there stressed out about stuff that you don't even have no control over. And if it's the moving to Detroit, I can't even understand that. You don't want to be somewhere that you've been so many years, and you can't just jump and move like that. You have to be able to prepare. So preparing usually takes your mind off of the move. So I don't understand. There's something else in there, Miss Wanda. It's something else in there, because I'm preparing to move just like you are. And I don't like being in Detroit just like you don't. But I'm not depressed to the point where I don't want to move and get out of my bed. Because if I don't move and get out of my bed, how the hell I'm going to get to Arizona? If I don't get up and make these moves, if I don't find the energy to do the stuff that I need to do, how am I going to make the move? And so the whole thing is that I'm trying to understand, because I love you so much, Miss Wanda. I'm trying to understand what's the depressing part, because you're trying to go from one thing to the other thing. It should keep you so busy that you shouldn't even be worried about that. You should be worried about peace and trying to secure whatever it is that you have. Making your spot in another location shouldn't depress you. That's not right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. You don't get depressed moving back home. I'm just saying. I didn't get depressed moving back here, because I already had in my head who I was going to mess with and who I wasn't. And if they didn't fit in the circle, I was going to kick their ass off the boat anyways. I don't understand. So there's got to be more to that. Yeah, that's right, Nikki. That's true. But she's already made the plans. That's what I'm not getting. Like, she's really moving forward with this thing. And then right in the midst of moving forward, you're depressed and you don't have any energy. Like I said, we're gonna move around that, because I'm gonna discuss this with you privately, because sometimes on the live we can't. That's yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. But I'm already packing too, and I got way more months ahead of me than you do. And that's what I'm saying. Um, maybe we're going to talk about that later. Anyways, it says, I need not fear letting go of control. I need it. That's your part, Miss Wanda. I needn't fear letting go of control, because guess what? We don't have any control anyways. A lot of times people want to relinquish our control. They want to take our control. They want to do, we don't have no control anyways. So yeah, absolutely, Nikki. So I'll talk to Miss Wanda later. She know I'll call her and we'll discuss this in a little while. And so I needn't fear letting go of control. And so you don't have any control. Miss Wanda, Miss Nikki, Miss Dow, myself, Miss Phoenix, Bird, Gma, Alex, Michelle. We don't have control. We just go with the moment. We just go with the moment, and you have to make decisions based on and keep going with that moment. You know what I'm saying? And so you can't fear something that you don't have control over. Yep, I understand we get a little antsy about situations moving. Both of us, we get a little antsy about moving, about putting ourselves out of our element. But guess what? It's always for our better. The last sentence says, my needs are always abundantly met. My needs are always abundantly met. I'm going to put it down there, here, so you can see it. That you see that last part? Letting go of yeah, it looks a little different. I needn't fear letting go of control. And then it says, my needs are always abundantly met. They are. Your needs are always met. And I guess it's just the way you perceive your needs being met. Because right now I see everybody got internet. I see everybody got a house. I see everybody got food. I see everybody driving something or trying to get on their feet or whatever the case may be. So guess what? Your needs are abundantly met all the time. And even when you feel like, she said, are you reading cards today? Yeah, I'm reading cards. Yes, ma'am. But not those, not if I'm picking cards. You know, that's on Friday, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because sometimes we get fearful and it's okay. Like I said, sometimes we you know what happens to us a lot of times? Control. Relinquishing control. We so used to feeling like we guiding stuff into a certain direction and we doing things, and then when we don't have no control, we lose our shit. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, that's the truth though. We lose our shit. That's me. When I ain't got control, sometimes I lose my stuff. I don't know how to act. I ain't got no control over what's going on. Yep. You see what I'm saying? And when we start to panic. Okay, and that's a whole thing too. And I understand even missing your dad, but it's not as if you're not gonna see him. It's not as if he's gone anywhere outside of going to Detroit. So that's not what's depressing you, ma'am. Because you needed that little space in order to get the other little space together. You couldn't take care of him and try to move at the same time. That wasn't going to work. So that's not what's depressing you, Miss Wanda. Maybe what's depressing you is coming back to Detroit knowing all the bullshit you might have to deal with. Oops, I'm sorry. Did I just say that shit out loud? And that might be it too. But I don't understand. Yeah, it's a little bit more. I know, Miss K. She like, what in the world? I know. But sometimes we don't even know what we fear. That's the whole thing. That's what's going on with her right now. She's having this emotion, and that's fine. But she doesn't know. She can't even really recognize where it's coming from. She's trying to figure out. She like, is it the house? Is it, why is my energy X, Y, and Z? But the whole thing is that it's probably a combo pack of a whole lot of shit. Her trying to figure out one place to the other. That's stressful. Two, The dad situation, that's another stressful situation. And 3, the expectations of what she's looking for and going from one spot to another and not having the proper help that she probably thinks that she needs to get from one spot to another. So she don't feel like people maybe is doing the things that they need to do here in order to help her get where she needs to be at. So it's a combo pack of stuff that's going on. That's all. And I get it, Miss Wanda. We love you so much. We're going to talk about it, baby. Because guess what? They said quit playing with them. Renewal. You see that? Boop, boop, boop. It said quit playing, Miss Wanda. Renewal. It says review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Look at here. I'm steady talking to you. So I guess they said, Miss Wanda, you're going to give us all a little lesson this morning because here we go. They said review the past and the present so you can plan a bright future. Because this got to do with your depression, your anxiety, the stuff that you got going on. They said this is what you got to do. We got to renewal because you're renewing some stuff. It said understanding your life purpose. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. Releasing judgment of yourself and others. And I'm getting a thing that maybe we just a little too focused on other people's stuff and not our own. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Miss Wanda, we're going to work through the process. Renewal. I'm trying to get the light off of it. Do you see all the fairies? It's birds, it's gnomes, it's all kind of stuff. Rabbits, everything around this man. Do you see that, you guys? I'm trying to focus it where the light, all of these different mystical things are around him. It says it's time for a review. Take note of what you have learned in life so far. Take note of what you've learned in life so far. Where do you want to go next? What you want your life to look like? Do you ever just sit down and envision what life will be like 5 years from now and write that down? Do you ever think about where you even want to be at 5 years from now? The funny thing is that even moving into this house, I knew that I wasn't completely staying here. I knew that this was just a stepping stone. My goal was always something else. I didn't know it was Arizona, but it was always something else. I already knew I wasn't staying here. So what is your mind preparing you for? What do you see your life being like? You're in a moment when you can truly reinvent yourself and build the future you want. Did you hear that, Miss Wanda? You are in the moment where you can truly reinvent yourself and build the life that you want. Look, I'm watching Nikki do it. She didn't switch from the little tax place to the community thing. You can reinvent yourself and build whatever future you want. And it's not too late. I'm not too old. I don't want to hear that. You're not. Every day that you open up these eyes, baby, you can do whatever you want to do. It says, however, to successfully arrive at your destination, you'll need a very good map. Visualize your happiness or your happiest possibility or your happiest possible future too. And start taking the appropriate steps. They said, envision your happiest possible future and then start taking steps that way. My happiest possible future is me getting some land, living in Arizona, seeing X, Y, and Z. That's my happiest possible future. You guys don't understand that. And I am making moves to do that. And when you make moves to do what you are happiest doing, I'm excited about that. I'm ecstatic about how they're moving in my life. I'm ecstatic about that. Guess what? I ain't got to just think about that shit. I can do it. You get what I'm saying? It ain't out of reach. I don't got to just think about moving somewhere. I ain't got to. He blessed me that I can do it. So, Miss Wanda, I guess I'm here to encourage you as well. Because guess what? You can only be getting a certain amount of money where your ass will be stuck right there in Alabama in that house and not be able to move. Because guess what? I'm on a fixed income and I ain't getting enough money. I can only pay these bills. I can't save up enough so that I can get out of here. See, things could be so much worse. but they not. They said, take the time to visualize what you want and then go for that thing. It says, visualize your happiest possible future and start making steps that way. It says, feel free to ask a friend to help plan out your journey with you. That's funny because you got on this live this morning talking about that thing. And what did Nikki just do? She said, hey, girl, you could call me. Hey, Miss Wanda, you could call me. Talk to people to help plan. You called me. You said, hey, Teresa, I need you to go look at this. I said, what did I do? Miss Wanda, I got you. I'm going to go. I went and looked at the place. So you have the help. You have the support that you need. What's wrong? What's wrong? It says, pay special attention to flashes of inspiration and original creative ideas. These infinities are part of your life purpose and are meant to guide you on your way to joy. On your way to joy. It says, our fairies are joined by Joseph the Arrhythmia, the original guardian of the Holy Grail in Glastonbury. In his late years, Joseph allowed his beard to grow, and he may remind you of St. Nicholas holding his list and sitting beneath the holy hawthorn tree, which only blooms at Christmas and Easter. The rabbit and butterfly on the card symbolize springtime to show the metaphorical movement from winter to spring in your life. So that means that things will start to blossom. Sometimes we worry so much because we don't have control and we don't know where the answer is going to come from. But today, I'm encouraging you to just trust the process, that everything is in divine order and everything is fine. And if you get up and take one step, they're going to take 10 steps. I know you can't see the outcome. I know you don't know exactly where it's going or how you going to get there. But just trust and know that if you are in your happy spot and you're not making decisions out of dumb stuff, that you got your purpose, that you're moving in divine time and everything is fine. You could not have the money to move and want to move. How fucking depressing is that? How depressing is that to want to move, to need to get out of a spot and you can't go anywhere? Damn what? Who? Gratefulness, baby. That's all I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So they said an important milestone, the importance of this card is to let you know that you've gotten to an important milestone, seeing things in a whole new light, a call to fulfill your destiny, releasing judgments of yourself and others, because a lot of times we pay more attention to what other people are doing. And I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about me too. Sometimes we pay attention to what everybody else is doing, but guess what? We can't seem to pay attention to what the hell we doing. But if you focus that attention and hell to hell with what they got going on and focus that attention on what you got going on, guess what? Everything will fall in line. And I know it seems crazy. I know you be like, yeah, but I got a whole lot of stuff on my plate. And if I get up every morning and I worry about what everybody else got going on, other than what I got going on, other than how I can help and assist myself, I'm going to fall. I have to assist me. I have to take care of me mentally, physically, spiritually before I can do anything for anybody else. And so with that being said, they're saying, hey, it's time to renew your spirit sometimes. It's time to let go of some stuff that you already know you ain't got no control over. I let go of stuff all the time. And it sounds redundant. We say it over and over again. Hey, let go of that. But it's a reminder for you to let go of it. The rope you holding on that's burning the inside of your hands. You're putting your hands on top of the stove. It's burning your hands. We just keep doing stuff to hurt ourselves. I do it. I'm not just sitting here talking mess to y'all. I do it. I do stuff that mentally hurts me when I know that I could just let it go. I don't have to deal with that. And a lot of times we pick up stuff because of our loved ones. I deal with stuff because of my mom, stuff that I probably don't want to deal with. I ain't going to deal with it. If it was me, I wouldn't deal with it. But I deal with it because it's my mom and I need to help her and assist her with a problem. I get it. I understand. It's not as if I'm getting on here and I don't have the same damn problems y'all got. I got an elderly parent too. She just don't have dementia right now. But she get on my damn nerve too because she can go back and watch this live and I talk to her just like that because I'm honest with my stuff. I've been through the dementia with my grandmother. I've been through it with, you know what I'm saying? So it's not as if I'm getting on here oblivious to what you could possibly go through. And I know that it's changes and it's changes within them that make you change within you, but you got to find your peace and your love and your happiness. Because even in the midst of taking care of other people, everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say. They ain't over there wiping no tail. They ain't over there doing no medicine. They ain't over there doing nothing, but they got something to say. But guess what? It's on you if you let them talk in your ear. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to just tell you. When my granny was sick, when it was me taking care of her, it's me taking care of her. I don't want to hear what you got to say and let you coming over here wiping some tail, cleaning up some stuff, helping me. You can't tell me nothing. And I don't care what you think about it either. And that's how I lived that whole little month and a half of taking care of my grandmother. Because I can't let you dictate my life and I'm over here sacrificing my life. You get it? But a lot of times we allow people to tell us what we can do, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, how it should work, and they're getting on your nerve. We don't know how to tell people to step off, to back off, to get the hell off, to leave us the hell alone unless you're going to do it your damn self. We do that a whole lot. Again, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm telling y'all what the hell I did. I'm going to tell y'all how it worked for me. I took care of my granny. You guys watched me. I took care of my granny. I got up. I did lives out of her house, all kind of stuff. And I had an ignorant family too. And my family was so ignorant that guess what? As soon as I got here from Texas, they wasn't coming over there doing nothing. They want X, Y, and Z. So get out my face. Sit your neck back. If you can't help me, that means you hurt me or you not doing nothing for me. And then that means that I'm going to have to X-nay your ideals because they mean absolutely nothing. If you can't help me, then get away from me. And that's with anything that I do. If I'm not a plus, I'm a minus, or I'm just sitting there in the way. I get out the way if I can't help somebody. If I can't do something, I get out the way, learn our place. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They want to dictate how we take care of family members, but they don't want to come over there and they don't want to do nothing for them family members, right? You don't want to sacrifice your life to go ahead and release somebody else from doing something, but then everything fall down to money too. Yep, I'm finna get on somebody damn nerve. Because guess what? If that body come with the money, if it come with money, then everybody want to start fighting. They want the money. Give me the money. I want the... The money stop when they die anyways. And sometimes the money that you fighting over ain't even enough to take care of them. But that's okay. But we let people get on our nerve about stuff like that. Because what we holding on to. Let me tell you something. If somebody else would have took care of my granny, I'd have gave it over so quick. I promise you I would have. Because I don't have time for that. I don't have time to fight with family members while I'm trying to take care of another one. I'm not doing that. And so obviously, this is a conversation that needs to be had this morning. So if you're doing that to people, I suggest you don't. If you're in that predicament, I suggest that you straighten that ish up. Because guess what? I don't allow people to control me like that. If you got to be 10 toes down in your stuff, I ain't going to have nobody riding my neck telling me how to do it too. We do that too often too. And so if that's the problem, Miss Wanda, because again, I'm not telling you that I'm all knowing and all seeing, but I see other people get on your nerve about stuff you got going on. And unless they in the midst of this thing, and unless they adding on to this thing where they can help you out, then I don't know. I can't let people do me like that. Take control of your life. It's yours. Because guess what? The more you stress out, the more you do all of these things, guess what? You can send yourself to an early grave. And while you worried about your daddy, it'll be us. It'll be us mourning you instead of mourning him. Who's more important, Miss Wanda, you or everybody else? And I'm just saying, who's more important? I love me so much that sometimes I have to step away from people so that I can allow me to heal, so that I can allow me to take care of me. Because when I'm down and out, I can't take care of nobody. I can't do nothing for nobody. And if we allow people, they will get on our last damn nerve. So I'm going to encourage you to don't allow people to do shit like that. Because if they not walking a mile in your shoes, then they ain't walking in your shoes, period. So they don't understand what you're going through. And if they not doing the stuff that you're doing, then they don't understand. And if they ain't been there, they don't understand. And so I don't allow people to dictate my life that don't even understand my life because you haven't been in my shoes, nor have you walked nowhere near them. So with that being said, they're encouraging you to renew your mindset, to figure out exactly what you want so that we can get that energy up, so that we can not feel depleted. Because stuff like this drain us. And it's depleting your energy because you're worried about other stuff, other people's thoughts, what they got. That don't have nothing to do with you. You can't control how they feel. You can only control you. And if you know that you're doing your absolute best, then why in the world would you stress out? Because people make us do that. And so I'm encouraging you today, don't allow people to do that to you. I love you guys so very much. It is going to definitely be a terrific, thankful Tuesday. We can throw some Tito's on top of them tacos. Go out. Be great. Because you guys are great. And even in the midst of the problems that you have and the stuff that's going on, it's okay. Don't add to your plate people that's going to sit on there and not try to get off of there either. So I know it's been one of them mornings this morning because sometimes I have to get on here and talk to myself, Nikki. Because if I'm not careful, the same people that I love, they'll sit on my plate too. So that's why I'm saying I can't just talk about y'all. I talk about me. They'll sit on my plate. They'll suck me dry. Get all my stuff. And then talk mess about me when, oh yeah, it should. Do you see that? Yeah. Do you see that? You guys are doing great. And I love you so much for loving on one another. It take one small step. It take one small community sometimes. And you might not can't get love from everywhere else, but you know that you can come and get some love from right here. You know that we care and we understand exactly what you got going on. And even if we don't, we're going to love you through the process and we're going to figure it out and we're going to help you as much as we can. That's what we do right here. And we're going to keep encouraging you to do the best that you can. I know that some days your best ain't good enough or you feel like it ain't good enough. But guess what? You woke up. So tomorrow will be a better day if you open up your eyes. Every day ain't good, but every day ain't bad either. So take those blessings and those lessons, apply them, and go out and be great. Alex, Michelle, Nikki, G-Ma, Bird, Wanda, Dow, Phoenix, Rebel, Teresa, Jamaica. Go be great. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so very much. I'll definitely see you tomorrow for the card of the day. Bye-bye.